All right, you guys, so welcome back to another episode, the finale of Andor, which has been an absolutely wonderful series. Just loved almost every single episode. There really hasn't been much of a letdown at all. It is a slow burn. I know the series hasn't been gaining as many views as Obi-Wan or Boba Fett, but most definitely it is of some top quality storytelling, as those of you who've been watching along know. So guys, we're going to get into this episode 12, again, the finale, which is called Rick's Road, which I'm assuming must be one of the, I think Rick's Road is the main road in Ferrix, and looks like this is where everything is going to ultimately go down for our finale of season 1 of Andor, guys. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get into this episode 12, the finale for Andor, the series. Deidre.
How long you been here? I spoke to Cassie. What? He called the shop. How? Picked up the old box line and there he was.
This dude's building a bomb. Mon Mothma, dressed to a T as always. She has got the gowns in this series. This series should win some awards for best costume, definitely some acting awards. Should be up for nomination at least.
Gambling again.
Nonsense.
And here, in Coruscant.
That's ridiculous.
Do you have any idea how to handle this?
It's a lie.
Yeah, he's listening.
Please.
Now, Mon Mothma has to know that the driver's listening. She's not stupid. His father's voice.
Look at that, here we go. Stand back, let it drip. Look how quickly that's cleaned up. Hard to believe, right? They look down the way they should. They don't look down, they don't look past the rust. No answer, though. Eyes open, possibilities everywhere.
Oh, that's his father's brick. That's his father's brick.
I'm sorry. I loved you, Mom. I really did. I know. It's good to see you. What are you doing here? Just keeping an eye on the place till we sell it. Sell it? Where's Biggs?
He's gonna find out about Biggs.
Where is he?
With this, freedom is a pure idea.
We're listening to the manifesto.
Obviously, without instruction, random acts of insurrection are occurring constantly.
And Luthien is there.
Battalions have no idea that they've already tried.
That's cool.
Still counting the bodies.
It's over. They walked right into it. It was over before they started. Prisoners.
Not today.
Take a guess. Who's not happy about that?
She called in. He's been talking her down.
I just wish I had been part of the conversation, sir.
This wasn't a dialogue, Deirdre.
We get nothing from a dead body. Someone needs to be in the room saying that.
Man, she's like, it's almost like she's calling the
It was
shots.
about wiping the taste of Aldani from the Emperor's mouth.
Mm.
Start a conversation. Find access.
True, for them to wipe out Cregan and everyone, and that's crazy they did it off screen, but I mean, time would not permit. Damn, Luthen is putting himself right in the fire for no reason. I mean, it is a big reason, but I think he's going to be the one who's going to help Cassian. He's going to save Cassian. I think he sees something more in Cassian than just a liability. He got to hear his mom's last words. That's cool. Oh, look at these two. There they are. Showing up late. They switch hats. Wow. Man, he's still on it.
That's our target. We just need him dead before they start asking questions. Have a look around. What's going on?
Okay. They starting earlier than expected. I'm telling you, something's going on that the Empire is not expecting. This is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. My man right here, he got a bomb. We know that. I think they're starting early. They started earlier than they were supposed to. And he just joins the procession. And this dude is in the procession. Cinta's in there. Whew. All the players are playing. Shouldn't even realize that Cinta's in there. He sees Luthen. Yeah, he sees Luthen. You gotta know. That's right. Put it together, Andy. Put it together, baby. Man, look at the whole town showed up, baby. Oh, B2. B2. Powder keg is about to explode, and my man is holding the brick. Holding his mom's brick for him. I love the music being a part of the background. Oh, it's the Andor theme. Get out of here. It's the Andor theme. I just recognize that. Oh, look. This is nice. Very cool.
My name is Marva Karasi Andor. You were sleeping. I've been sleeping. I've been turning away from a truth I wanted not to face. There is a wound that won't heal at the center of the galaxy. There is a darkness reaching like rust into everything around us. We let it grow, and now it's here. It's here, and it's not visiting anymore. It wants to stay. The Empire is a disease that thrives in darkness. It's never more alive than when we sleep. It's easy for the dead to tell you to fight. And maybe it's true. Maybe fighting's useless. Perhaps it's too late. But I'll tell you this. If I could do it again, I'd wake up early. I'd be fighting these bastards from the start. Fight the Empire!
It's on. That was a great speech. Oh, nice, man. He hit him. He hit him with Marva's brick. That's nice. She's messed up. Ooh. Ooh, damn. Damn. Oh, look, damn. Fuck. And they're getting mowed down. Oh, man, the Sister Ferrex, damn. Damn, my man is fighting. He's gonna get shot. I knew it. Damn. That's messed up. B2.
What are you doing here?
Yeah. You're stupid. You should have known she was gonna take care of you real good. She did it quiet too. Man, my girl is an assassin. She is an assassin. Center, man. Is he pulling B2? Got him. Oh, my man is dead. The spy is dead. Oh, damn. Damn, that gun. Damn. Oh, she got hit. Damn, Dietrich got hit. Damn. He's gonna run into Luthen. Ooh. Ooh, uh-oh, Deetra. Uh-oh. Cyril Karn, where you at, boy? That's there. He got the gun. Cyril got it. Who is that? I knew he was going to save her. Oh, okay, here we go. They better not kiss right here. They better not kiss right here. He saved her life. It's on now between those two. Well, we know we got something to look forward to in season 2. What you doing, Luthen? Looking from afar.
All the way to far side sea. The moment you get over the water, you climb. Straight home, full boat, hand throttle, no cons. All in. You understand? Yeah.
You're not coming.
Not today.
I never got to see you.
Take care of Biggs until I get there. I'm counting on you.
You always say that.
And you always come through. Get them out of here!
He'll find us. Cassian will find us.
I will. I'll find you.
The Empire's going to be on anything that's leaving the sector, though.
Prepare for evac. Full stealth.
The ship is not saying nothing. Something's wrong.
You came here to kill me, didn't you? Then I'll make it easy. I will now. What game is this? No game. Kill me. Or take me in.
Now, this is kind of cool. He takes Andor under his wing, teaches him what he knows. I'm with it. I like it. End credit. End credit. Oh, the parts are for the Death Star, right? They're building the Death Star. That's cool. They're building the Death Star. Oh, it's for the laser. It's for the laser. The parts they were building are for the laser for the Death Star. Damn. Nice. Nice end credit scene. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. That end credit scene. So we got to see the part that the prisoners were building on Narkita 5. That hexagon, I guess, or spider-like piece that they were building is obviously parts, not specifically for the Death Star, but for the laser of the Death Star, which is really cool. Now, Andy Serkis in a recent interview was asked about that part that they were building in the prison, and he said Star Wars fans should recognize or maybe at least know what that part was for. I think what he meant was that we should know that obviously would be a part for the Death Star, but that we would have no way of knowing that those little small pieces would be the individual connecting pieces building the actual laser for the Death Star. So that is really, really cool, very interesting. I'm glad they kind of did something with that particular piece to have everyone questioning, well, what is it that they're building? Well, now we know what it is that they were building in the prison. So really cool. And it's really rare for Star Wars to have an end credit scene. So I think that was a really cool end credit scene for Star Wars. So very, very good stuff. Really enjoyed that. That actually is going to bump up my score for this particular finale with that end credit scene. That is really, really good. So very, very, very cool. I love this finale. We didn't lose any of our main characters. Obviously, there were some of the residents of Ferrix that were murdered in this whole thing. But I knew they were setting up something for Marva's funeral. Not that, well, and maybe it wasn't so much planned, where maybe the son of the shop owner who was obviously hung, we didn't get to see that either. But obviously his father was hung like they demonstrated in a few episodes prior. And this was his way of fighting back with the bomb. Now, I don't know if that was something that he did on his own or if this was all planned to fight back. But Marva definitely gave a very inspiring speech for Ferrix to rise up, speaking of them sleeping and allowing the Empire to come in. And now it's time to wake up. So Marva most definitely was a spark, at least for Ferrix, for the rebellion. And along with the manifesto that Cassian was reading or listening to, and the words of his mother, he's obviously has seeked out Luthen and asked Luthen to take him in under his wing. Either kill me or take me in under your wing. But I'm not here to betray you, basically. So, which is really cool because we see Luthen obviously has a lot of experience. He's a very mysterious guy. I mean, God knows what he could teach Cassian. And I think this is what's going to make Cassian an even more elite spy, setting up some great things for season 2. So a lot of the talk was that Luthen would probably not make it out of season 1, but obviously he has. Cinta and Val have made it out of this season. And then, of course, Deidre, who got knocked upside the head and almost torn apart by the citizens of Ferrix, was saved by Cyril. And now we have some kind of connection between those two. So I'm sure we're going to get a Deidre Cyril or Cyril Deidre kind of name combination for these two as the theories go on for season 2, which will start filming on the 27th, by the way, guys. So really, really good episode, really good finale. I did enjoy it. And we did get a culmination of all of the characters coming together for this one event. And we're seeing yet another spark amongst the different planets in the galaxy. And Cassian's kind of like this light that's going from one place to another, sparking this rebellion, partly due to his mother's inspiration, but also because of what Luthen has set forth with the Aldhani heist. The Empire is applying the pressure that he wanted them to apply that would make citizens rise up like they did in Ferrix. And I'm sure this rebellion with Ferrix is going to obviously get heard around the world. One thing I will say for this particular finale, it seemed a little rushed, a little bit. Seemed like they had some storylines that they needed to go through rather quickly and wrap it up within 57 minutes, which with the end credit and everything else probably totals out for the episode totally is probably about 45 minutes. So in about 45 minutes, they had all of these different storylines to wrap up with Cinta, Val, Mon Mothma, Luthen, all the citizens of Ferrix, Bix, Marva's funeral, Cyril Karn, Deetra, just all of these different storylines that this series has put together, and everything culminating in this last finale, which again was probably about 45 minutes in total, the episode itself. So it just seemed like those storylines that they were trying to wrap up for this particular season kind of got rushed a little bit. We just got a little bit of Mon Mothma and seeing the meeting, but no actual words were spoken at all, which is rare for this series because it's mostly dialogue. And then, of course, Cassian really had an easy time making his way through the hotel. But obviously, the reasoning for that is the garrison had all of their forces controlling the streets. They were more concentrated on the streets and the funeral itself, not thinking that Cassian's going to be going in to try and save Bix. So it just seems that Cassian kind of had a little bit of an easy time making his way through town without being seen at all by the Empire. He really had rarely any trouble with any of the Imperials, and any Imperial that he ran into, he most definitely handled quickly, as we saw when he shot that one Imperial on the ground. And that's the one thing that I like about Cassian. Even though he is a hero, he is quick to take someone out when it calls for it. And I think if there's one character that is a great example of that particular element of a rebellion, where you have to be ruthless to a certain extent and take out your enemy quickly with no hesitation, I think Andor definitely embodies that. And I think that is a very important aspect when you're talking about starting a rebellion against an oppressor like the Empire is. So I think that's really good that they reinforce that particular element whenever they have an opportunity to do so with Cassian in this series. And I think that's one thing that makes Cassian a very interesting character for Star Wars, because he really does embody that particular element. As well as Saw Gerrera, but we actually haven't followed Saw Gerrera as intimately as we have with Cassian in this particular story. But Saw would also be an individual that fall along those particular lines as well. So again, I really enjoyed this particular episode and this series as a whole. It most definitely is a slow burn. There's no doubt about that. But you do get rewarded with episodes such as this for all of the great dialogue and exposition that you've received in all 12 of these particular episodes of Andor. So I'm going to give you two different sets of scores here, guys, for this particular episode and series. So for the episode, I'm going to give this episode a 8.5 out of 10. Again, I thought it was a really, really good episode. I did enjoy the action. I am somewhat satisfied with how some of the storylines were tied up. And I know some of those storylines are going to bleed into the second season as well. With the, you have Cyril and Deetra. Then you also have this meeting between Mon Mothma and the banker's son and her daughter. This ritual, well, it's not a formal ritual. The hope is that these two will hit it off. And this banker will be able to buy his way into Mon Mothma's family. Some really, really good and interesting aspects. Also, one of the other things that I forgot about is and I forget the Imperial officer's name, but obviously Deetra's rival, in the ISB. He is the one who has planted the driver, Mon Mothma's driver. And they did most definitely go out of their way to focus in on Mon Mothma's being upset about her husband's gambling, specifically his gambling on Coruscant. The ISB officer, and again, I do apologize, I forget his name, but Dietrich's rival, when the driver came back with the information that he had, he specifically focused in on the part where husband tries to deny it and says, well, where would I get the money? Mon Mothma says, that's what scares me the most. And that's basically what he repeated back to the ISB officer, which was a very interesting point that they focused in on in that particular conversation in the episode. So that may be something that we may need to think about for season 2. Now, for the series as a whole, I would have to give this series a 9.5 out of 10. And I really enjoyed this series immensely. All 12 episodes I thought were really, really good. I don't think there was a letdown amongst any of them. The best episode, obviously, well, I'm not going to say obviously, but I think the best episode was episode 10. The prison break was very exciting, very thrilling, and Andy Serkis's performance was definitely outstanding. I think all of the performances throughout the series were absolutely outstanding, including Diego Luna as Andor. I thought he did a really good job, but you also had some outstanding performances by Andy Serkis and his character Kino, and then of course with Skarsgård as Luthen. He gave a very outstanding performance. And then you also have to bring in Forrest Whitaker, who had very few moments in this particular series, but did a really outstanding job, demonstrating some of the aspects of Saw's demeanor that we will see that deteriorate as we get closer to Rogue One. So I thought that was really, really good, and I thought he played that role excellently in this particular series. So some really, really good acting performances all the way around in this series, and not just from the main stars of this particular series, but you also, the small actor for B2EMO was really, really good as well. You can actually feel some of the emotion that they were trying to get you to feel with B2EMO versus with his feelings versus Marva and Cassian. His excitement every time you saw Cassian really made you feel like this was a real droid with showing actual real feelings, which is again a rarity in Star Wars. So really, really good acting all the way around, voice acting, and then on-screen acting as well, which made this series an absolute delight to watch. And I really enjoyed this series immensely, and that's why I scored it a 9.5 out of 10. Was it perfect? No, it was not perfect. Again, the first couple of episodes were a little slow. Viewer, you kind of had to figure out where they were going with all of that. But once you got to the third episode, you kind of could see how all the pieces were being put together and how the series was structured as a 3-episode arc amongst 12 episodes. Once you understood that format, once you understood the formula that Gilroy was putting together for this particular series, it made it a lot easier to accept those slower moments of this particular series, which I really enjoyed, and got into the dialogue. The writing for this particular series was excellent as well. So that's why I scored it a 9 point. There really wasn't too much not to like about this particular series. Were there some slow moments? Yes. Was the finale a little rushed in regards to kind of wrapping up the storylines? In my opinion, yes. I think that it was a little bit. That's why it probably isn't my favorite episode. It would definitely be on the low end of the top 5 if I was really thinking about it. But I at this particular point, just fresh off of the finale and the series as a whole, I can't really give you a positioning of my favorite episodes, for the exception of episode 10. Which I thought was the best episode of this series, and I don't think there's a particular episode that would top that particular episode because we had so many great performances, particularly from Skarsgård and Andy Serkis. That's why that one was one of my favorite episodes of this particular series, guys. So let me know what you thought of this particular episode of the finale. Did you feel like the storylines were rushed a little bit to kind of wrap everything up and within that 45-minute window that they had to wrap up the storylines? And then how did you feel about this series as a whole? Did you enjoy it as much as I have? Would you have scored it a 9.5 like I did, guys? Let me know and put those comments down below. And then, of course, if you have any theories about next season, go ahead and put those theories down as well. We can discuss that as well. Let me know what you think about Luthien being possibly a former Jedi. I think that is a great possibility. Luthien is probably one of my favorite characters out of this series, most definitely, guys. So let me know what your favorite character was out of this series. Is it Andor? Is it Luthien? Is it Deetra? Let me know and put those comments down below, guys. And I want to thank you so much for watching this finale, guys. My next reaction will probably be The Bad Batch, which we're not going to get until sometime of the beginning of next year. However, I may consider doing reactions to perhaps the Rings of Power is something that I was thinking about doing. So let me know, put those comments down below if you would be interested in me doing a reaction to the Rings of Power, or perhaps there's another series that you guys would like to see me do a reaction to, and perhaps I can get that reaction in between now and when the Bad Batch comes out early next year, guys. So let me know, put those comments down below. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.